Hey collective, hopefully this work because the little microphone is just not working out. Every time I go to it, and I charged it, so it's like every time I go to do a reading, in the middle of the reading it'll just die. So I'm like, okay, let me just try something different because I do talk low, so I'm trying to find a way to amplify my voice. But yeah, so I just recorded a reading and it just was not, it didn't have no sound. But I feel like, the message do need to come through. So I'm gonna just read, I can't remember everything I said, but I'm gonna just read from the energy that did come out, and then I'm going to reshuffle, and then we just gonna start over. But before we get started, I would like to let everyone know that I finally published my pregnancy loss grief journal. As you all may know, or maybe not, but I just fed him. You see what I'm saying? It's the interruptions for me. What is going on? Hold on, y'all, because I'm not starting this video over. Okay, collective, I'm back. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so some of you may know, some of you may not, but I am a spiritual death doula and energy healer. And what I do as a spiritual death doula is I help those who have experienced a loss of a loved one. I do specialize in pregnancy as well, a pregnancy loss. But what I do is I help you navigate through that grief journey to help you, um, basically find yourself. Because when we lose somebody close to us or whatever, we feel like we lose a part of ourselves. But what I'm here to do is, help you reconnect with self, help you reconnect with your lost loved one, if that's something that you're interested in as an ancestor, to see if they're, showing up as an ancestor, because not everyone that we lose comes through as an ancestor. But yeah, so help you navigate through that grief journey. Like I said, I also do energy healing. The foundation of my practice is through pregnancy loss. So, like I said, I created the pregnancy loss grief journal. I will have my website up and running soon. And I'm also working on a shadow work journal. So, the main reason for my channel, or the main reason for what I do, is to help people heal. I'm a healer. I want to help people, find light within the darkness. I want to help them bring to the other side of, the dark times that we experience. I feel like I am a guiding light. And I know that I'm a healer because, I don't know if anybody else has heard the saying, but it's like, who heals the healer? Well, the healer heals themselves, because how can I call myself a healer if I don't know how to heal myself? You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I did. I have and you know, healing is like a constant thing. You know, we have to, healing is a journey, and it's like layers. Each layer, you know, you peel back something, you learn from something, and then there's a new layer. But yeah, so I've healed myself. I'm continuously healing myself, and I just want to be that guiding light for other people. So, like I said, as a spiritual death doula, I, you know, help people navigate through that grief journey due to the loss of a loved one or a pregnancy. So, let's get into the messages. Now, the previous message, the cards that came out was recognize divine timing, relinquish control, and relieve anxiety. And all of these cards really correspond with each other, because the more we try to hold on to something, the more we try to control it, the more anxiety it creates. And also, with the divine timing coming out, I feel like, you know, this is saying to trust in the universe, trust in the Most High, trust in, you know, whoever it is that you follow. You're needing to surrender into the divine and just trust. And also, like I picked up in the last reading that I was doing, was I saw pregnancy popped up in my head, or it popped up in my mind's eye. And what I was feeling with that is for some of you, you could be trying too hard to get pregnant, and that's why it's not happening for you, because you're trying too hard, and trying too hard is creating a blockage for you. So I feel like, you know, the universe is telling you to just enjoy the journey, enjoy the time, enjoy yourself, just enjoy. Relinquish that control of trying to conceive, because I'm seeing someone who's like constantly tracking their cycle, who is you know, constantly worrying about, oh, did I get pregnant this month? Am I ovulating? This, that, and the third. So it's not that you're infertile, it's just that you're trying to control it. And Spirit is saying that, you know, it's going to come to you naturally, but you have to release that control of trying to get pregnant, if that makes sense. Another thing I was picking up on was healing a family line, particularly on the father's side. I was feeling rejection and abandonment. I was picking up on a lot of stuff in that last message, but these are just the key points that I can remember. For some of you, your guides or your ancestors are trying to connect with you, but it's like you're not tuning in, like you aren't tapping into your intuition, or it's like you're afraid to tap into your intuition. I was also feeling the need, someone needs to change their diets, eat more greens, leafy greens. For some of you, you could be needing to ground yourselves. Excuse me. There is a need to balance the masculine and feminine energies. I was feeling that somebody self-sabotages, or someone is in that for some of you, the need to control stems from not being able to trust. And it's because you have constantly been let down time after time. But, you know, it's time to recognize that you're only hurting yourself with the people you are leaving certain things in their hands. Another thing I was picking up on is really, I can't, it's leaving me, it's escaping me. But, you know, if the message wants to come out again, it'll come out again. so we're just gonna roll with it. But those are the key factors I can remember from the last reading that I did that didn't have any sound. Anyways, oh, someone is needing to get out in nature more, connect with nature. But definitely your guides are trying to get in contact with you, and you can't hear it. Oh, that's another thing I talked about. I don't really know how I started it off, but basically your outer world reflects your inner world. So if your outer world seems chaotic, that's because your inner world is chaotic. And this is where that healing comes in. And honestly, you know, once you go within and start addressing a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed, a very heavy weight will be lifted off your shoulder. And it's just like things will start to unfold naturally. Like you really don't have to worry about nothing. But I feel like I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Like I said, I've already set my intention, called in the energy that needs to be called in. And let's see what messages would like to come through this time. And hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm trying out my AirPods to see how that works, and we just gonna see how that works. Reverse dissociation. That could be significant for someone. Reversing dissociation. You know, instead of when you're met with a challenge or anything like that, oh, that's what it was. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That's what I talked about. Okay, I'm gonna just give you an example first, and then I'm gonna explain. So for some of you, you could be dealing with someone who triggers you. And if that person is triggering you, that means that they are reflecting, they're being a mirror to what it is that you need to take a look at, and what it is that needs to be addressed within yourself. Here's the example. Like, for instance, me and my partner. At the beginning of our relationship, I was extremely insecure. I lacked boundaries, and I also didn't respect his personal boundaries. I was just like a complete hot mess. And I found myself constantly being triggered because I was constantly seeking validation and all this other stuff, and he wouldn't give it to me. And I'm just like, okay, what the fuck? So I'm feeling like for some of you who are dealing with someone who you're constantly feeling triggered by, it's because they are mirroring what it is that you need to heal and what you need to address. So for me, it was reclaiming my voice, you know, speaking up for myself, understanding my emotions, because I really didn't understand my emotions. Like, anytime I would go to him, and he'd be like I'm trying to come to him with a problem, and I didn't even know where the problem came from. I didn't know what emotion I was feeling. I didn't know, you know, I just didn't know. So, and boundaries, I had to understand, and I had to implement healthy boundaries for myself, and I also had to understand that he had healthy boundaries. And just because he has healthy boundaries, that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm not loved, or oh, you know, he don't really fuck with me like that, or anything of that nature. Now, if you're in an abusive relationship, physically, verbally, that's not the type of relationship that I'm talking about. But if you are with someone who you are constantly triggered by, it's because there's something within you that needs to be healed. Now, whether y'all make it or not, that's not up to me. You could just be needing to learn a lesson from this person, or you heal and y'all stick it out and heal and grow together. Yeah, that was big. But yeah, let's see what likes to come out this time. What messages are here, spirits? Yeah, it wanted to come out still. Recognize divine timing. And that's the first card that came out last time. What else is here with recognize divine timing? I can't make it up. Relieve anxiety. That it's literally, yeah. Now, if relinquish control come out, that's gonna be some shit, and that means that message really needed to come through. What else is here, Spirit? Oh, okay. Oh, the cards look the same, but experience rebirth. Experience rebirth. Oh, and then look at that. We have create boundaries at the bottom. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. So I am going to read from the book about these cards. 24. All right, recognize divine timing. What you truly desire is on its way. To fully receive what you are asking for, you need to deepen your efforts on your inner preparation. Be aware that it will arrive at the exact right time when you are truly ready. I had a burp, but it's like stuck. Excuse me. If you are asking for a loving relationship or a friendship, become aware of what kind of person you would like to connect with. What qualities do they need to have? Start to work on those qualities yourself. Be open and receptive to this meeting. If you would like to develop your intuitive abilities further, then be willing to take the time to do the appropriate exercises to finesse your energy in order to create new powers of perception. If you want to start a family, work on greater intimacy, love, communication, and a healthy inner environment. If you are working on a business or a potentially financially rewarding opportunity, know that it is coming. Take strong daily action to prepare for success. Then we have relieve anxiety, slow down, and connect to your inner self. Yes, you have to connect to your inner self. Your body is showing you that something is out of alignment. You have pushed down numerous traumatic experiences, and your inner being is overwhelmed by too many charged and conflicting energies. If you continue pushing, forcing, and ignoring all the signs, you will be heading for an internal breakdown. Your inner wisdom is eager to come out and show you a different way of living your life. That's another thing I said in the last video. Actually, I'll get to that in a minute. You need to find a way to slow down, go into nature, and truly listen to your body. Ask questions such as, what feelings am I suppressing? What aspects of my life is this anxiety trying to illuminate? What inner and outer changes do I need to make? This can include food, alcohol, lifestyle, work, relationships, as well as going within and becoming aware of how you actually process life. Dang, I just lost my train of thought that quick. I should have said it when it came up. Oh, that's what it was. So when you are experiencing like deep emotions or whatever, turn inward and see where you are experiencing these emotions, because usually the body stores trauma, and wherever body part you are feeling that's emotion, there's a corresponding traumatic event that happened. Like, for instance, like certain core wounds they show up in like certain chakra systems or whatever. Like I think Abandonment, for instance, is the root. I want to say rejection is the sacral. Don't quote me on it, but you do your own research, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But things like that. Yeah, so if you're experiencing like any pain, or if you get certain feelings like tinglies or like butterflies, or whatever it is in certain parts of your body, try to recognize where it comes from. All right, and then we have experience rebirth. You are embarking on a time of great inner transformation. The next few months offer an opportunity for you to review your life in detail. You need to delve deeper than ever before into your inner world. There we go. The inner world. You are being asked to choose a new path that takes into consideration, your sensitivity. This path is slower and requires the true inner growth that your soul is yearning for. Absolutely. Don't be surprised if many old notions that you have created of yourself based on how your family has perceived you discharge from your life. If you resist, the process will become more painful. Yes, there's that surrender energy. You're being guided to just surrender and to just let go. Because I know once upon a time, everybody has ran across that meme where it says, sometimes holding on hurts worse than let it go. And it had like the rope with the string around it, and you know what meme I'm talking about. If you embrace it and are willing to be entirely honest, then you will awaken determination and faculties within yourself that you never knew existed. This card does not signal outer success and being accepted by others. It speaks of developing an inner practice of self-acceptance and understanding your life's plan. I promise y'all, doing the inner work is like so freeing. It's ridiculous. Like, really on the cool, like nothing even just really bothers me like that anymore. Like sometimes I might get irritated or something, but it don't even last long. I just be like, whatever. But yeah. So I'm not gonna make this reading super long because I really feel like the messages really speak for themselves, and I kind of touched on a lot of key points within this reading at the beginning. But I'm going to pull one ancestor card for each card, and then we're gonna see what it has to say for that, because I can hear my baby in there hollering. Recognize divine timing. Ancestors, what do you have for the collective with this recognize divine timing? Altar of air, clarity. But it wanted to land on the relieve anxiety, and I'm really feeling like, once when you tap in with yourself and when you start to release a lot of things, your answers and your guidance becomes more clear. Like everything is just like a veil is lifted off over your eyes. The shoulder, the weight is lifted off your shoulder. We have the root of air. That also came out in the last reading, and it came out with relieve anxiety. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. But it had came out in the reverse. So So I'm gonna read both of those for what it is, since it decided to come out again. What is recognized divine timing, ancestors? What do you have to say about this? We have the Judge. Poetic Justice coming out in the reverse. And Experience Rebirth, ancestors. What do you have to say about experience? Okay, no. We're not doing that. What do you have to say about experiencing rebirth? Experience rebirth. Then we have Creature of Water, Creative Expression coming out in the reverse. With the Shaman at the bottom. Trust the path. You gotta trust. You gotta trust. Okay. 11. The Judge. So the shadow aspect of this card. Be patient. Oh. What does that say? Recognize divine timing. And the first thing that says is be patient. Walk carefully right now. This should go without saying, but stay away from anything illegal. You may even be wrongly accused. You feel mistreated. Old drama may be brought to the forefront. If you are found guilty of something, make amends. Declaration: every day in exciting ways, things are working out for me. Yeah, so trust. You have to trust. I really feel like I'm going to pull one more for that. Maybe I'm being guided to pull 2 for each. Probably so, since I'm not using tarot. Oh, okay. We have Mother God, Miracles in Motion. Okay. I want it to come out reversed. I don't know, the ancestors have a whole lot to say. Creature of Water in reverse. Creative Expression. What else is coming out with this energy, divine ancestors? Oh, and it came out anyway. The Shaman. Trust the path. Trust the path on Experience of Rebirth and Creative Expression. Like, come on now. Come on now. And then we got the Father of Water, Balance and Harmony. This card also came out in the last reading. You needed to bring balance into your life. What is that, 42? In the shadow aspect reversed. We can learn things the easy way and we can learn the hard way. Every time you ignore the inner mother voice within, you are choosing a more difficult path. Hello. Okay. All things are possible is the declaration. And then it says from the 18th century Marseille Tarot de Basicon deck, Juno corresponds to the High Priestess card in the modern tarot deck. Yeah. You gotta learn how to trust. You gotta learn how to trust. Okay, I'm gonna start with the Altar of Air since it's the one that came out first. 32. And it came out in the upright. Ancestral medicine, sacred items representing the wind elements. This answer comes through in times of breakthrough and fresh starts. This is a paradigm shift. She pushes you, that is a she, okay. She pushes you towards your Ashe, life purpose energy. If you haven't already experienced at least one classic light bulb moment, you are about to. And then it says the element of air is analogous to breath and life force. This ancestor comes forward with the energy of the legendary. Okay, so for some of you, breath work could be really significant in helping you bring up, you know, gunk, stuff that's stuck within your energy. Then we have the root of air, shadow aspects. Your energy is unfocused and disorganized. You are all talk, but not really moving forward with anything. Yeah. And, you know, living in a state of anxiety is really hard to do anything because you're anxious about everything. You could be worried about, like, is it going to fail? Are you doing it right? Are you going to have any support? Are people... Are people going to support you? Are people not? Anything like that. Apparently my baby is in there going crazy. We have creature of water, creative expression, 29. The shadow aspect is a relationship may be fizzling out or stagnant. You may be stuck in the past, heartbroken, and betrayal may be on the horizon. I'm really feeling like this energy is internal though. Dealing with internal feelings. And like I was saying earlier, you could be being triggered by someone that you are with, but I'm not really feeling like, I mean, you know, if somebody is cheating or your partner decides to betray you, are you going to learn from that? Are you going to take them back, or are you going to move forward? But also at the same time, on the flip side of that, I feel like a lot of this is internal. For some of you, you could have been betrayed in the past. For some of you, you could have experienced like a profound heartbreak that has shaped your focus on love, and that is needing to be addressed. And then we have the shaman, number 5. Ancestral medicine, wounded healer, take care of yourself. Yes, your pains and traumas allow you to help others. Turn this energy of love inward now. Like I said, who heals the healer? The healer heals themselves. But it says setbacks are a part of your growth. You are trying to figure out what to do. The answer is do the right thing. You are way more than the present moment. There's a spiritual solution for every challenge. You have a need.
You need a snack or something.
Okay, I'm almost done. I just need like 4 minutes. There is a spiritual solution for every challenge. You have a need for the very structures and guidance you usually run away from. Yes. You are on a path, my beloved. You are trying to fit into a group, but you naturally stand out. Traditional structures are your friend in this moment. In other words, don't rock the boat. Yes, collective. It starts with you. When you start to heal yourself, 333, I just seen it on the timer. When you turn your energy inward and you start to heal yourself, everything around you starts to change. Everything around you starts to change. And it definitely changes for the better. It might suck in the beginning, it might hurt, it might, you know, whatever. But it's really for your highest and best good. So I hope these messages find you well, collective, and you know, may you find peace and clarity on your healing journey. If you are needing additional guidance, you know, feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, my website will be up soon, but I will leave my email in the description so that you may email me. I do at this time, I feel like giving back. So I want to offer like some free services. So maybe like, you know, 1 or 2 guidance sessions for some of you who may be lost on the path, or for some of you who may need some type of illumination on what's going on in your life. I do feel called to do that at this time. So yeah, I'm gonna leave my email in the description. Feel free to drop in the comments, you know, let's chat. But yeah, until next time.